Jurassic World Dominion. It was as good as I would expect a Jurassic World to be. It didn't blow me off out of my seat, but it was good. It was what you would expect. A lot of dinosaurs, a lot of chasing, a lot of people getting eaten. It wasn't as gory as you would expect to see in a dinosaur movie, but it was still good. Chris Pratt comes back. Bryce Dallas Howard comes back. Lauren Dorn comes back. Sam Neill. Jeff Goldblum comes back. And they got a couple of people that are there that were not in the original one, such as DeWanda Wise, who was pretty good. I thought she was going to be Jeff Goldblum's daughter because she's an African-American woman and his daughter was African-American. And they even have a play on, because remember she had the thing about the heights? And she was flipping around, she kicked the dinosaur in the face when she was doing her acrobatic thing. DeWanda Wise makes a joke about heights, not being scared of heights. And I was like, it's gotta be the daughter. I think that might have been the original plan and they changed it for whatever reason. There's a couple other people who are in there. Isabel Sermon comes back as the little girl. And they changed this a lot. What I initially heard was with the little girl, the little Lockwood girl, the small redhead, that she was going to be, because they were doing the dinosaurs and they were building up to making humans, clones. And the cyborg, the whole dinosaur thing was a phase to develop that. And they didn't go with that. The dinosaur thing was a phase, but they changed her storyline, so I guess they changed a lot of the story. And with that, I think they changed the DeWanda thing. I think it was supposed to be his daughter, but they changed it. It just seems like that. Why? It just seemed an obvious thing to me, but they didn't do it. Jeff Goldblum in the original movies, when he was in them, he had a lot of wit. When they would say stuff, and he was like, must go faster, must go faster, and he had a lot of one-liners and a lot of wit. They tried to sprinkle that into this movie, and in some places it hit, and other places I was like, again, another one-liner. They introduced a lot of new dinosaurs. I like that because it's about dinosaurs. You can't have a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World or Jurassic World Dominion and not have big dinosaurs. So that was the thing. They introduced a lot more. And it was the dinosaurs were good. They had a few dinosaur fights. And who doesn't like a good dinosaur fight, right? When I was a little kid, I was like, man, I wonder what would happen if these dinosaurs fought. But they were just on paper. Now they're in the movies and I'm seeing them fighting. I'm like, hey, that's great. So what had happened was, this movie takes place 4 years after the last movie. And in this movie, what they're doing is dinosaurs are all over the world. It's Jurassic World Dominion. They're everywhere. They're running with horses. They're hunting in the woods with wolves. They're walking with elephant. I just don't think that is a good idea, having all these dinosaurs. And maybe it's just me, but I'm thinking you genetically made them. They're not really dinosaurs. They're your scientific interpretation of dinosaurs, given a dinosaur platform to build off of. They're what you think they should look like, because they built them. They even spliced in modern reptiles into these things to make them look and do the things they wanted them to do. And that's not one of them is poisonous. That may be something that they did. They created at least 2 completely unseen before dinosaurs in this series. And to be truthful, they created all of them because they don't really know. I mean, they're doing what they think they should do. So I think that they should probably hunt these things down, man, and get rid of them because they're going to, I mean, they once populated and dominated the world. They can reproduce now. And that's a problem. Because in the original movies, it was like, don't worry about it. There's no unauthorized births. I think they had a 1 year or 6 months, something like that, life. And then the enzymes in their body would kill them, they would die. And they didn't. And then they started producing children. Way back in the original series, they were doing that. So they're going to dominate the world. There's going to be species that they haven't created are going to be out there. But 4 years later, they are still trying to catch all of the dinosaurs they can, and they're bringing them to a place to let them roam free, their own little sanctuary. But they're still all over the world. They haven't caught all of them. They just caught a few of them, and they put them in the sanctuary. But it turns out that a villain from the original movie, he only had a little small part, but a villain from the original movie is the primary villain in this movie. And there was an item. You know what? From this point, spoilers. Be prepared. Spoilers. You still here? Let's go. Dodson from the original one, the guy that bought the guy lunch, and he put the stuff in the shaving cream. He's like, it'll keep it cool, don't worry. And the guy died, and he lost the shaving cream. Somehow Dodson still got that can anyway, and movies, and he used that to make his own capital, his own company, he bought his own island. He's the villain now, Dodson, who I'm pretty sure was working for some other people, but now he's the guy. He was the delivery guy, but now he's the guy. And it's pretty much the same story. He wants to catch and capture the dinosaurs, use them for his own personal gain, and the team gets together and stops him. That's essentially it. That's basically it. There's a lot of close calls. There's a lot of good one-liners. There's a couple of good dinosaur fights. It's a good movie. It is a really good movie. If you've got nothing to do and you want to get your heart pumping with dinosaurs, jump scares, and stuff like that, and like I said, they introduced at least 4 or 5 brand new dinosaurs that hadn't been in the series yet, and it was good. It was really good. I enjoyed it. In fact, I enjoyed it so much that I would give Dominion 7 bags of popcorn. 7 bags of popcorn. That's what I think. So, now that you've seen the video, let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn passport. Get your popcorn passport.